You know what it is. Let's go.
So many times I could have been gone, but I'm here today. Yahuah kept his hands on me, so I love today. I give him all the praise, thankful I woke up today. Each and every day I give you all the praise. Lifting up my hand and I'm screaming out your name. Let them know I'm unashamed. I ain't worried about that he say or that she say. In them scriptures daily, so I'm worried about what he say. Yahuah on my mind, so I'm listening all the time. When I dropped all them pagans, yeah, them numbers went down. When I dropped all them pagans, yeah, them numbers went up. I'm so thankful for my Lord. Yeah, Yahuah made me newer. Turn my life around. Yahuah keep me humble. I can't do this work without you. I'm not seeking your hand, Father, I'm seeking your face. I just gotta be with you. Can't nobody take your place. And when they talk about me, it's hallelujah anyway.
Return back to our Lord, Yahuah. When we return to him, everything just seems to work out fine. And this goes to the ones who are real, the one who was chosen, Yasharal. We are that people. Return to our Lord. We are that people. You feel me? Yeah.
You opened up my eyes. I give all praise to Yahuah, he changed my life. Everywhere I go, I spread the word about my Father. Yasha, all it's time to return to our Father. This world gave us lies, but I'm speaking truth. This world gave us lies, but I'm spreading truth. Father, we need you, we need you, we need you. Open up the eyes of your people. Call by my name, humble themselves and pray, and seek my face and turn from them wicked ways. I will hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land. I love you, I love you, I love you, Yahuah. I love you, I love you, I love you, Yahuah. I love you, Yahuah. I love you, we've been through so much pain in this life. We're tired of going through, So Father, pull us through, Father, pull us through, we need you. If my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from them wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land. I love you, I love you. I Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people cry through the night, but Yahuwah hear every tear, every fight. Yashar, hold the faith and stay strong, cause redemption is coming. Sing this redemption song. This is our redemption song. Yahuwah been with us all along. Though Babylon try to keep us down, Yahuwah soon place upon us our crown. This is our redemption song. We've been waiting for so long. Chains I go break, wrong I go right. Yahuwah redeem his people strong. Babylon system, every pound we back. Try to lead the children of the righteous track. Lies in the schools and lies on the screen, trying to hide what the scriptures mean. They scatter the people to every land. Still Yahuwah guide us with his mighty hand. Though we suffer and though we cry, Yahuwah's promises never die. No matter the storm, no matter the pain, Yahuwah's blessings coming like rain. Hold the line and keep the faith. Soon we'll see his glory. This is our redemption song. Yahuwah been with us all along. Though Babylon try to keep us down, Yahuwah soon place upon us a crown. This is our redemption song. We've been waiting for so long. Chains I go break, wrong I go right. Yahuwah redeem his people strong. From the islands to the city streets, Yashar marching on tired feet, but the spirit of Yahuwah burning bright, leading his people through the darkest night. The wicked build kingdoms made of sand, but Yahuwah's kingdom forever shall stand. Every prophecy soon revealed, and every broken heart he shall heal. Lift up your head, don't give up now. Yahuwah. Remember every vow. The trumpet sound drawing near. For his chosen people have no fear. Babylon falling, truth arise. Yahuwah's glory fill the skies. This is our redemption song. Yahuwah been with us all along. Though Babylon try to keep us down, Yahuwah soon place upon us a crown. This is our redemption song. We've been waiting for so long. Chains I go break, wrong I go right. Yahuwah redeem his people strong. Sing it loud from shore to shore. Yashara. Crying out no more. Yahuwah coming with power and love, sending redemption from above. This is our redemption song, and we'll praise Yahuwah all life long. I think this might be the one right here. Brew Life. It's the one that the Most High was telling me about. Y'all ready? It's going up, yeah. I don't think y'all ready.
Oh, the dope boys wouldn't let me sell no drugs.
The dope boys wouldn't let me sell no drugs.
No drugs.
The dope boys. They told me to keep on making music and to keep on praising the Most High, yeah.
Oh, the dope boys
to keep on making music and to keep on praising the most. Yeah, the dope boy wouldn't let me sell no drugs. I'ma tell you what it was, man, the hood show me love. Youngin', we see what you're doing, so we respect you. Keep selling them beats, these streets ain't for you. That's your work, not this work, you feel me? You make it out, you can go. You know you can't come back here. In that small town, you gon' see some obstacles, but the potential what we see in us, they ain't gon' see in you, and that's true. You might not know it yet, but you a superstar. You see them clouds, I can see your name in the stars. No money, no car. When you look at it, man, we had no bars. We still managed to end up behind bars in this life there. That's why I'm giving you the game. They say you might get one shot and they call it perfect aim. So I'm telling you to stay on track and please don't remain the same. Keep the love of the Most High in your heart and on your brain. You got two choices, music or the street. Life or death, freedom or jail strife. Just stay away from the things you see, cause we don't wanna see you in these streets.
Testing. Testing. One. Can you give me some? Testing. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. So glad to be back home again. Been gone for a minute. I give Yahuah the praise and high esteem for Rob carrying on along with Donald and keeping and continue to teach and reach Yahuah's people. I tell you, I got a lot to say back here. Since I'm back, got a lot to share with you guys and I hope I'll be able to express the seriousness of what Yahuah is saying and what's actually happening and what it's going to look like futuristically for a lot of us that people don't want to deal with, different things like that, but Rob was sharing with me some things this morning about him and what his son's seeing, an open vision while he's talking to his father. I'm going to give him opportunity to share some things because Yasharel don't believe in nothing. Only thing Yasharel believe in, if truth be told, is itself and is its own heart. There was a reason why Yahuah said, when I bring you into this land, don't say your hand got you nothing. We walk in a lot of pride and a lot of arrogance like that because we're after trying to make names for ourselves. Sometimes we don't realize that we're doing it, that we're doing it because that attitude, that ruach have been a long time with us. So it kind of like marinated into, with our ruach, and it doesn't let us pretty much see how we really are when it comes down to sin and doing things on our own, saying things on our own, acting on our own, and we're out from under the covering of Yahuah. And it don't matter, y'all know how it is with me. It don't matter what you think, how you think, and what you say and this or that. If we're not aligned with Yahuah, I don't care how upset you get up at me. I am one that is called to bring correction. And you may say, well, who do you think you are? I tell you who I am. I'm a true servant of Yahuah. I'm a true servant of Yahuah and know and understand the meaning of humility because nothing comes except there be humility in you. Yahuah even brings promotion when humility is there. And there's a lot of us that think that we're humble, but you can tell if you know the kind of you can tell when you can read fruit. Anytime correction is coming to someone, anytime correction is coming from someone, and if you get a lot of static and hoopla out of that, guess what? Humility ain't there. I'm just simply telling you. Anytime truth is coming, true correction is coming down, and you get a lot of fight back on that, humility is not there. I don't care how much they say they humble, Sister Lily. There's a voluntary humility there. And it's not the ruach humility that is operating in our lives. And I'm telling you, that is going to have to be there in order for you to make it into his new kingdom. That's the one element that's going to have to be there, because guess what? Again, like I always say, like the scriptures always say, that that it is the truth that will make you free. You should know the truth, and that truth shall make you free. And so we really have to be careful about this. We really have to be careful when we are being corrected on things, when we have been told certain things, because if you don't allow the truth to correct you, guess what you open yourself up to? You open yourself up to the deception of Satan, and you don't have no power against that of your own. You don't have no power to free yourself, to release yourself on your own. Come on, does anybody hear me what I'm saying? If y'all hear me what I'm saying out there, just give me a thumbs up in the comment section there, because I'm just telling you just like it is. We have so many teachers. We have so many so-called teachers today. We have so many self-called teachers, self-called prophets today that ain't even been called to this thing, but because of social media, they decided to make them a little bit of money. And that's the same way they did it in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, so-called Old Testament, minus social media. They went out teaching and preaching and prophesying for the filthy lucre. And now they just do it widespread today. Why? Because you might have 1 million people watching you or will come across you and stuff like that. So I'm telling you, people, we're going to deal with that 2/3 and what it is and what it looks like, and how it comes about. And you can't say, we cannot say this here now, because we cannot say that there's not going to be a 2/3 that make it in, that don't make it in, and all that kind of stuff. Because all you got to do to see if that prophecy is true, look at Yasharel today with their hard-headedness, with their stubbornness, with their stick-neckness. Okay, yeah, I'm back. And I'm still bringing the same thing that Yahuwah have ordered me to bring, because he loves you true enough. But I'm telling you, listen to this here real closely. If in the condition that most of us in right now, and I know you even gonna come back with this, but you better think on it, because Yasharel always coming back with something, always coming back with something. And I'm gonna even show you in the scriptures today that when you are unrighteous and you among that 2/3, guess what? Because Christianity told you that, he loves you, he loves everybody, and this and that, and as long as you got breath, you got a chance. But I'm telling you, if you are among those that have an unteachable ruach today, if you are among those that can't even take no type of correction, none, Yahuwah ain't studying you. I'm telling you, he's not studying you. Now, you want this love message to come down through. Just know that you love and you've been loved, but how do you respond to Yahuwah's love? That's the question to be asked. How do you respond to the love that he have already given? And if we're not responding to that love, I'm telling you flat foot right now. I ain't talking about these little old young baby teachers that just teaching some stuff just to get paid and draw a crowd and for people to be immersed in them and to be proud of them, or what's the word I'm looking for people to be drew to them, and they draw to the people and this here and that. I ain't talking about none of that crap. I'm talking about the real nitty-gritty when show you that your soul is at stake. He don't care who you are. He don't care how well that you speak. If you beyond correction, I'm telling you, Yahuwah ain't studying you. How could I say that? Because Yahuwah already knew from before he even made the foundations of the earth. Yahuwah already knew the whole plan, because he planned it. He already knew who the 2/3 was going to be. He already knew who the rebellion is going to be. So why not? How can you not say that it's in his heart to be studying about you when he ain't studying about you? Because he knew how you were going to be throughout eternity. I'm telling you. And we've been told this crap, this white Christianity crap. He love you no matter what you do and all that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, he is a long-suffering allure, but I'm telling you, his mind is made up toward the unrighteous. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you think it. I'm simply stating the facts to you. How could you know something, man, for thousands and millions of years and not be made your mind up at the consummation of what you're going to do with it? How could you know something thousands or millions of years ago about a person, your heart ain't made up when the consummation for that person to be judged? Yahuwah ain't studying you. He ain't studying the unrighteous. He ain't studying the rebellious. He even told Esdras, he said, don't even be concerned with the unrighteous. You just tend to the righteous. So if he can tell Esdras not even to be concerned with you, how you think he feel? Is he a hypocrite? He's not a hypocrite. So I'm just, and y'all watching, and you ain't even got to like what I'm saying, because you got some smart-ass Yeshuahs. Their mouth is smart. Their attitudes is high. Are y'all feeling me what I'm saying? Oh, we didn't want him to come back, and we enjoyed the last month or two without him or whatever. Hey, I'm back. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, many of us ain't even listened to what Rob was saying, because I listened to him where I was, and he was bringing some heavy stuff, but I know us. We are choosing not to make it. The fruit is among us. The fruit is there, but we don't know how to read fruit. We think a pear is a lemon. Oh, we eating a lemon, and we just know how sour lemon is, right? We drawing back our mouth and all that. Oh, this tastes just like a pear. You know that ain't no pear. You lying, because the lie is in us, devil. It's in us. It's in us. Come on, y'all hear me? What I'm saying. But we're going to get into the scriptures. But before we get in it, because I've been dealing with Jezebels, hell yeah, that's right. And they've been trying to attack in the spiritual realm, but I got something for you. And his name is Yahusha. More powerful than you. Been trying to attack me. Been wanting to inject me. Been wanting to kill me. But you ain't gonna, you're not gonna succeed. You know who you are. You know who who you are that have taken lead with her. You don't know what the hell you're doing. I promise you, you got no expertise in this. You got no experience in this, but you choose to go in them directions. You choose to go in this. Jezebel is real, and I don't care how much she smiles. I don't care how much she's nice. That joker is treacherous. And she's only out to do the work of Hashatan. This stuff is real. And that most of the majority of Yasharal don't even know about, don't even care to know about, don't even try to even, educate themselves on it, but you choose to follow it, and them that's full blown, they choose to stay in it. Why? Because that's your choice. And you're acting in the same way Revelation 11 said. If you're unrighteous, let them stay unrighteous. If you're wicked, let them stay wicked. I'm telling you how Yahuwah feel. I'm going to show it to you in the book in a little bit. Come on, people of Yahuwah. We got to get serious. We must get serious about some things. We must begin to understand the spiritual realm and how it operates. We must understand demons and devils. Oh, you're glorifying them, see? Every enemy study their opponents to see whether they can beat them or not. You don't go to war without studying your opponent. But Yasharal, you learn this crap from Christianity. Oh, you just glorifying the devil when you're talking about him. And this demon, he'll do this. And this demon got this type of mentality or this type of behavior. You don't want to even learn about him. But yet you end up walking like him. Yet you end up letting that root manifest through you. Because you don't want to know about him and you can't be told nothing. You can't be told anything. And I'm gonna say this right here. There's I know from scriptures that women don't have no business trying to teach men. I know some of you just heard that, and some of you don't even like it. Don't like it. It ain't gonna change the word of Yahuwah. Don't like it. It ain't gonna change the word of Yahuwah. And the reason why it's like that is because of the fall of Eve, Adam and Eve. Eve was deceived, but Yahuwah had to tell Eve, Adam's still gonna rule over you. Because now your desire is to rule him. Now who had that desire in the beginning? To rule over something. Hashatan had that desire in the beginning to rule over Alua, to rule over the earth. So now since they failed, now Yahuwah got to remind her, Adam is still going to rule over you because that is my chain of command. You don't like it. Why they don't like it, Rob? Because every last one of them got a trait of Jesse. You don't like that. Who is the mother of every woman, of every man? Eve. So you got a trait. And now it's up to you because you're getting this information. Because you're getting this information here, it's up to you to cry out to Yahuwah so that trait can be eradicated. But yet you get mad because you want to rule, you want to teach. Now, I said all that to say this right here. I'm going to have a woman to come on my platform and teach, but she's only out to teach the women. Now, because of social media today, okay, men, you there, and women, they're there. The men can choose to hear her if they want to, but this ain't the reason why I'm bringing her on. I'm bringing her on to teach some women. Probably be next week live to teach some women. Now, and why are you bringing her on to do this right here? Because she's under my authority, under a male authority. You don't like that. You want to be under your own authority, which in order for you to be, in order for you to be of authority, your authority lies with the children. That's who you over. You don't like it, do you? Didn't say y'all can't advise us, Lily, because you can. Because you got that, Yahuwah gave y'all that wit like that. Y'all can advise us. And it's up to us to choose to listen or not. Why do we have to keep going over this kind of stuff? Because Jezebel yet liveth. Jezebel is yet dominant. And we're trying to save some. And it would behoove us if we listen to what is being said instead of going off getting mad, and which Satan is counting on. Instead of going off getting mad, withdrawing your little tithe that you give and all that kind of stuff, going off getting mad. I'm telling you, that's a hell waiting on you. That's a hell waiting on you. Y'all, please listen to what I'm saying. You please listen. You remember there was a time that when it happened in here, I actually begged a particular female, please don't go his way. Please let Yahuwah deliver you. Y'all remember that? That was here? Full blown. I got on my knees and I begged this woman, please don't let him, don't go in this direction. She went in that direction. You got me? And it ain't too good for her today. Rob, come on, be making you aware. I'm going to get Rob to tell you a real life true story. Because we don't believe nothing. This is still an attempt, this is still an attempt to free you, to save you. Because Jezebel has children too. She has children. Y'all know who the children are? Oh, I don't think y'all glad I'm back. I ain't bringing what they want me to bring. Do you know who her children is? Those that follow her. They ain't gonna go by no voice of authority. Those her children are those that follow her. And why was they able to follow her? Because it might be familiar. There might be some familiarity down on the inside. I'm telling y'all, I'm speaking to y'all the truth. And you're going to begin to understand why 2/3 of us are not going to make it. 2/3 of us are not going to make it. I received something when I was over in Africa. I received a message, this lady, all this, and I ain't going to call her name right now. But let her keep getting crazy. Y'all get them spam calls, don't we? But I ain't gonna call her name right now. Oh, we're talking about the 3 days of darkness. Yeah, how many have heard of that? That's coming. 3 days of darkness. And it sent me a whole host of stuff, proving their vision and their revelations in which Yahuwah supposedly given them and all that kind of stuff, talking all nice and humble and this and that. You know what I mean? Let me find something. Read something to you. You don't go by all this kind of crap. Our people need to start discerning and discern well. Please start discerning and discern well. And sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and plus a video, 11 PDF file full of stuff. Even telling what to do when the 3 days of darkness come, telling you how to do your animals and what they need to make it and all that kind of stuff. What you need to make it and all that. You Yasharal, right? You Yasharal. Remember that now. You Yasharal. 3 days of darkness. It came when they was in mess around. It came, you know. But this is what I said, because I knew that the ruach that was behind this. You don't do whatever somebody's asking you to do just to keep them following you, and the hell with that. You got to walk by what Yahuwah says. You feel me what I mean? You understand me what I'm saying? And so, and I simply said this, because they wanted to go on my platform and me teach this. This is 2 women. You got me? 2 women. Now, you choose that I get like the way that I am now. You choose this. This is what I said, Assembly. I said, Shalom, Akuti. Shalom. I've been reading through the materials you sent me. I've done study on this subject as far as let me see. I've done studies on this myself, and from as far as I can see, it's just not so. It's just not so. This is what I'm replying to, and I ain't knocking her down. I ain't fighting her or nothing. This is an attempt to. I'm doing what I do, and what I'm gonna be doing from now on is doing preventive maintenance. That's a thing that is called preventive maintenance. It's just like on the shift, on the job, Rob. You know, you see the maintenance guys come through every now and again, oil the machine, check the machine. You know, they're doing preventive maintenance before they break down. Because if you break down, I mean, your job might not, the plant might be broke down for a day or 2. But if you do the preventive maintenance, you know what I'm saying? It'll keep going and keep going. You can keep producing. So that's all what I'm attempting to do here. I ain't fighting nobody. I'm doing preventive maintenance so you guys won't get caught up. You got me? And be a part of this 2/3. But anyway, I said this prophecy came about in the, I think, the 1880s, the 1800s, from a Catholic nun, Catholicism. Y'all feel me? It says, and I just don't believe it to be a prophecy concerning Yasharal. I do understand that Solomon said it in Ecclesiastes, that which have been shall be again. There's nothing new under the sun. So if there is a 3 days of darkness that is coming, it will not affect Yasharal. It will not affect Yasharal, just like it didn't affect Yasharal in Exodus 11. Y'all acquainted with the scriptures? Okay. It says, so I will not be assisting you in bringing this teaching on my platform. However, I hope you understand where I'm coming from, because I simply don't believe it, even with the extensive materials that you've shared with me. What's wrong with that? And because of that statement that I made and went back to her in response, she tried to break all hell out on me. You got me? So you got to know what you're dealing with here. I didn't say, no, you ain't coming on here with this because I don't want no woman teaching me that. None of that. I just simply told her I've studied this stuff before. And the prophecy came in the 1800s by a nun that was in Catholicism. Come on. You see? And then the truth really poured out of this woman, how she really felt. Now, would I look like bringing somebody on my platform like that? But they'll have something to say when I bring this woman on this platform so she can teach women, but she's coming from under my authority. These don't want to be under no authority of no man. They don't want to be on it. Now, they'll play like they will. I'm just exposing stuff. Even attacks hit me when I was in Africa, or tried to hit me when I was in Africa. You hear me? Having visions of 3 people trying to inject me in my head. And they was failing at the 3 attempts that they made. But guess what? I was walking like I didn't even care or aren't even aware, because we're under the safety of Yahuah. You got to come to the place where Yahuah, you got to come to the place where you know that Yahuah have you. And you can only know that when you're walking in righteousness, when you're walking in humility. Come on, y'all following me? Somebody said, women, we need to humble ourselves and adhere to Yahuah and follow the commandment. Thank you for that, Brenda. I'm telling you, I'm trying to do preventive maintenance, and y'all still, and I don't mean y'all personally, that's just you, and y'all still getting upset, getting mad, and you're setting this Venus flytrap for yourselves. Trying to do preventive maintenance, because I know what's up. It's one thing to be called, and it's another thing for you to go on your own. You just go on your own out there because you see that opportunity. You see the opportunity where you can get paid and all that kind of stuff. I told you all about the attack that they tried to put on Yahuah Liberation ministry out there in Nigeria that we started. You know, they even tried to attack it and prevent people from. All they had to do was just pray one prayer. And it wasn't even no warfare prayer. Gave the lady a chance. Stop this, or firepower coming next. I'm going to give you a chance. And my son and daughter out there, they said, it stopped, Daddy. They hear what's going on in the Ruach. They hear your words in the Ruach. It stopped. She stopped doing what she was doing to pick up the congregation. But I learned a little bit there not to just break out the gate on somebody. You know what I mean? Because perhaps they don't know what they're doing, especially when they're immature in satanic work, when they're immature. See, you got immature Jezebels and you got mature Jezebels. Mature Jezebels, you might well not give a hell about them and just let them go on to the pit. But them immature ones, you can kind of like reach out, give them a little warning, and don't do this, and because it's this, and the other, and perhaps they will hear you, and then perhaps they won't. But at the minute that they won't marry, they get another level of evilness attached to them in the Ruach. I'm telling you how this thing works, because it's only the truth that'll make you free. And when we're bringing down truth and you reject that, okay, it takes you a little higher in the spirit of darkness world. Hashatan give you a little bit more power. But I want you to hear what will happen to these things, what these things are capable of doing to you that we can physically see, touch, and hear. But these things can actually affect you in the spiritual realm. And it's just a little while that it will materialize in the natural realm. So come on, Rob. Tell of this true story. Tell it like you told me. Come on.
I'm gonna not say the names because of certain parts in the beginning. So
good. Well, you better than me. I mean, now I'm learning not to say names anymore too, yes. But I will say what I told you back there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Come on.
All right. Well, I've been pretty excited about it, but does anybody still believe in deliverance? Is it still real?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, the other night I was at work, and I've been excited since it happened. But anyway, I'm at work, and I'm working, and I text the person, "How you been? I ain't heard from you." Well, I've been working, and I caught up and everything. I started to call you the other day, but I didn't want to bother you. So I was like, "Well, who said you'd be bothering me?" So you have the freedom to call me anytime. So anyway, that was about 7. About 10 o'clock, they called. They were on their way home. What's going on? So all that. So I'll skip through that part. Well, I was gonna call because I was driving the other day and I had this vision. And okay, what was it? Well, the vision was I was in this room.
The person telling you.
The person I'm talking to, they telling me this. Mm-hmm. I was in this room, and I'm sitting in this chair, and my hands are chained up behind my back. I'm tied up. I've been captured, and it's a big snake around my leg. So I'm just like, oh wow. And then they was like, man, I just been tired. I know I'm working these couple of jobs and all this type of stuff, but I ain't got no get up and go. I don't know what's wrong. So anyway, we're talking, and so, I'm just going to say a little prayer like I always do, Father, help, this type stuff and all that. And then by the time that started going on, they said, wait, I can see it.
Having the vision right that moment again while y'all talking.
While we talking.
Okay.
So this person is driving, so I didn't find out till later that they had pulled over. But anyway, while I was just saying my little prayer, I'm just, praying because I feel like that's what I was supposed to do. They said, wait, I can see it. See what? I can see myself in the room chained up in this chair, in this snake around my leg. Right now. I can see it. So I'm just like, wow. So I'm at work, but I'm in the back of the warehouse. So I just pull over. I'm driving the tow motor thing, and I just pull over, and I said, well, what do you see? So he tells me that again. He said, but I see Jezebel in the corner laughing. So I'm like, how you know it's Jezebel?
In an open vision.
In the open vision.
While y'all talking on the phone.
While we're talking on the phone. Mm-hmm. I see Jezebel in the corner laughing. Well, how you know it's Jezebel? So he described it. I was like, that's Jezebel because the Father showed it to me before in the spirit. She's an ugly something, but that's a different conversation. But anyway, he said, she's in the corner. I said, what is she doing? She's laughing. So this time I'm mad. I said, well, let's give her something to laugh about. So I get out the tow motor and stuff. Mind you, I'm at work. Nobody's around. But I'm working full of people in the warehouse, but nobody's around. So we started warfare praying. All right, but I said, hey, you're going to have to say Yahuah. And you're going to have to mean it. I'm talking about you're going to have to mean this. So anyway, so they start calling Yahuah. I'm calling Yahuah. And I said, well, what do you see? Well, I see Jezebel. She laughing. I said, don't pay that no mind because demons and stuff will laugh to try to get you up off of them like you ain't being bothered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I said, don't worry about that. I said, let's take it up a notch. Let's start calling on the name of Yahusha. I said, but you got to mean it. So he's doing it. And I said, what do you see now? She done backed up, and now her facial expression has changed. I said, what does it look like? It's like it went from smiling real big to where I could see like her whole head was open, smiling, to now she's looking puzzled and confused. I said, okay, we working. So we just, we still warfare praying. We calling on them, pleading the blood of your ocean, all this, y'all know how warfare prayer go and all that type of stuff. And I said, what is she? So what I'm saying, play by play, I'm having to pray according to about what they're telling me. I ain't never experienced this before. All right. So we go on. So I said, what do you see now? I said, what is the snake doing? He said, the snake ain't doing nothing. I said, okay, what do you see? He said, but I can see my hands now because my hands were behind me, but now they're in front of me and I can see the chains on them. So we're still praying. And then he said, the chains are gone. The chains are gone. They're gone. Okay. So what is the snake doing? Well, now the snake is laying in the floor. And I was telling Pastor, I distinctly remember praying that the angels, I wanted them to draw their sword and cut the head of this snake off. So I said, what is the snake doing? He said, now the snake is in the floor and it ain't got no head.
Come on. Yeah.
So I'm talking about the whole time. It's a lot more intense than what I'm telling because you kind of had to be there. But this ain't never happened to me. So I'm having to pray according to what the person is telling me, and it's happening in real time. I'm talking about they crying and everything, but we're fighting through. Okay, anyway, the snake is laying on the floor with no head. So I said, what is Jezebel doing? He said, Jezebel is crawling up the wall backwards. She like walking on the wall trying to get away and stuff. So anyway, they're praying, and we praying. Anyway, he says, I see a door. A red door appears. I said, well, don't go to that door because you don't know if it's an escape door for Jezzy or if it's that for you. So I started praying, Father, open the door. Let them see what. So he said the door opens, And I said, well, walk to the door. He walks to the door, and he said, I see blue skies. I said, that's your door. So go to the door. Get out. So after that was he says, Jezebel's up the wall and all that carrying on. She's hollering and stuff. So he walks to the door. He walks out of the door. And so we started praying that the angels would close the door and seal the door so she can't get out and he can't go back in. So now he's out. He got free. So hallelujah. So then he says, wait, the scene changed. I said, okay, what do you see? He said, I see so-and-so, this other person, sitting in the same chair, chained up like I was. And I'll tell y'all that maybe later if I remember. But anyway, another person is sitting in that chair. I said, and so while we're praying and everything like that, I just said, Yahuwah, if it's meant for this person to be free, free them. And I went on because the prayer was for the person that I was on the phone with. Anyway, so after that, he says, I can see this person laying in the bed. The person that's carrying the Jezebel spirit, he said, I can see that person laying in the bed, but they're outside of themselves while they're looking at themselves in the bed. So at this point in time, this person then got bold now. And he started praying against astral projection and cutting the silver cord so that person to get lost out there in the foolishness that astral projection calls for. You know what I'm saying? So out of all saying that, deliverance is necessary. Deliverance is still a real thing. Can't let that go. Whether it be self-deliverance or somebody having to operate on you. Now, it's real.
Now this person is a person that didn't even know that Jezebel had hooks in it. Right. But then he come to know this here.
He come to know it.
You know, because you're not always going to know when you're following Jezebel. You no matter how much correction comes down. But go ahead.
So, like I was telling you back there, I didn't think about it till after, but before this vision and before we warfare and praying, guess what happened before?
What?
Confession.
From the one that
Jezebel
had a hold on.
Right. The person that's chained up, they started confessing and started saying, I was lying. I was telling you this, but I didn't mean it. This is what I wanted. But now that I got it, I see that ain't really what I wanted. I was wrong. I'm sorry. You know, all this type of stuff. Then all of a sudden, here comes freedom.
It didn't come till he confessed. It didn't come till he confessed.
So I wanted to get here and tell y'all my family because I really consider y'all family. I mean that. Because this ain't never happened to me. I've heard stories about it.
Yeah.
But you can't forget everything that you've learned.
Come on now.
Some of this stuff we're going to have to remember for survival. Because I had wrote this down in my notes when I was reading. I'm going to ask you some questions. Didn't Yahuwah tell Word of Freedom to be different?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't there a vision that said don't follow the other ships?
Yes.
So following, only certain things come with following.
Come on now.
But you have to follow a certain way. Don't get so caught up in what you think you know that you don't want to follow no more.
Yeah.
Because Yahuwah looks at how you maneuver. Okay? And that's all I have. Because I'll go into something else.
Come on.
No.
Because I'm telling y'all. Because I know Yahshua. I know Yahshua don't believe nothing. I know I head hard again. Now, you have to know Rob. And you have to know him, because if you choose not to hear what he just said, you don't know him. Because he don't come up with nothing like that. He's honest. He ain't gonna just come out here and tell you a story. Just like Shaul said that we don't use the word of Yahuwah deceitfully to make you obey or to bring you in. We don't use it in that way. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta know Rob to know that this is true or not. What you want to say something? Come on now, say it.
Just like what he's saying. Since we came over into, what we know now about who is the true Heavenly Father, And, you know, we just slacked up on a lot of things. Demons are real.
They're still real.
Demons are still out there. And even like, you know, in that dream and stuff, you know, that Jezebel sitting up there laughing and stuff, they try to distract you. And they try to put fear on you. And, you know, when that fear comes, and we got to always remember the scripture, that the Heavenly Father has not given me a spirit of fear, but a power. And so I know I got that power. I got to get rid of that fear, because fear can't keep coming into my life, disturbing the things that the Most High is trying to do. And that's a lot of things that we're going through, because I'm telling you, demons are real. Demons are set out to distract you and to keep you thinking these negative things about yourself. You can't do it. They don't want to hear you. You're not important enough to stand up there and tell the truth. And I also know this about Jezebels. You have to also be careful about who you let come up onto your lives and come into what you're saying, because a lot of them like to stay in your ear. They like to always, when you got a person always want to talk to you and always want you up in their face, you got to be careful, because just like you said, it's traits there. They might not be a full-blown Jezebel, but you don't want to have everybody up in your ear all the time, in front of you all the time, because that's a spirit. And they're trying to distract you to keep you off from what the Most High is trying to bring you into.
And let me tell you, like I say, the traits are there. The traits are there. You only open the door a little bit wider for a full-blown Jezebel to possess you once you not obey the correction or what you're being told about it. Did y'all hear me? Do y'all understand me? That's how she come into a woman and a man too, but she prefer the female, because that really distorts the order or the chain of command given by Yahuwah. Once you stop obeying the correction of what this person see and saying about you, the door comes open a little wider for her to fully possess you. Yasharal, you ain't going to tell me that you know about this, because I know you don't. You act like you do. That's pride too. But just receive the teaching.
I have seen a Jezebel. I was up there one Sunday.
That's when we were still on Sundays.
Yeah. And I looked out there, this person came in. Them things are ugly. And I know this person is not ugly, but this person had a thing wrapped around the neck and looked like a little old woman coming up in here. And I said, my God.
Yeah. You seeing that demon.
Yeah, I seen it. They are ugly.
Yeah.
They ain't pretty. They ugly.
But we don't think it's real, and our people yet follow it, because and they love to teach. They love to teach, even if they get you off into some kind of seclusion and teach. They want to teach, because that's how they what's the word? That's how they converse others, and to use them that way. I'm telling you, and some of us just don't want to listen. We just see the person. Now, they love to teach and all this kind of stuff. And you might say, well, you might be one. You know what I tell you? Go ask Yahuwah for discernment. Go ask him to really give you discernment. Don't yield to your own understanding. Don't yield to what you want to see. Don't yield to who you want to fight. Yield to Yahuwah. You ask him about me. You ask me. You ask him about her. You ask him about him. Don't go want him to tell you what you want to see and what you want to put out there. You go only wanting what he gonna tell you, what he gonna reveal. Yasharal, we need to start allowing ourselves to be saved instead of going out on a limb following people because they my favorite teacher and this, here, and that. I'm going to tell you something. You listen to me closely. Most of us are just magnetized toward someone with the highest revelation. We just revelation driven. You hear me? Oh, we just revelation driven. And these people ain't getting no revelation like that. You like that no every week. but they'll come up with something within their own bellies to make something sound magnificent and high to draw you. To draw you. You hear me what I'm saying now? Please hear me what I'm saying. This thing is spiritual. This thing is spiritual. This thing is spiritual. And many of us in Yahshua, we ain't never had time to get there. You know, even when we was in Christianity, all that little stuff that you do, all that was just emotional because we was in a lie. So how was it Yahuwah operating in a lie? All that was emotional and throwing up your hand, all that. That was just emotion. And I've been in places in Christianity when I was in Christianity and I saw nothing but demons shouting, dancing. Them jokers throwing over chairs and act like they couldn't. Demons. Nothing but demons. Nothing but demons. Now, this man that came up here and told you about someone on the phone, he on the phone with, and start having an open vision. We don't believe that. Father, you got to help us. And then we wonder why the 2/3 ain't going to make it. Let me get into this here because sure, say it.
A lot of the reason we believe that the 2/3 ain't no make it because it's still Christianity. And we got to get Christianity out of our head. Because if we don't, we ain't no make it. This what we came into now with Yahuwah, we got to start worrying about all this other stuff and start worrying about, do we have ourselves together? Right. We got to start looking into the mirror about ourselves. Can I read this what the Most High was giving me?
Read it.
It was just like he was sending me a message. It was coming out of Exodus 14:4 when it says, you know, Yahuwah fights for you and you keep silent. He was telling me, he said, be still, my child. Put down your weapon. You are trying to win a war that was never yours to fight. He said, you don't need to explain your side. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Just trust me. I saw the betrayal. I saw the confusion and the tears you cried in secret. I'm not ignorant to it. He said, I'm handling it. When you step back, I step in.
Come on.
I'm your defender. I'm your judge. I'm your shield. And he said, let me be your allure. If you are ready, he said, to let me fight for you, then I got to step back. Because it's not my fight. And that's what we got to do. We got to let the Most High work on us. We got to go to the Most High about us. And then we'll be able, like Rob was doing, out there praying, and ain't nowhere around that person, and helping that person get strong. We got power.
Put your mic up.
I love everything that's been said today, and I hear this a lot. You got to work on yourself. You got to go to Yahuwah for yourself. Now, we've been in Christianity so long, and it's like I'm keep saying, a lot of stuff we don't know. If we keep hollering, you got to go to Yahuwah for yourself, and you ain't real about it, you just wasting time. You got to be real. You gotta want to throw everything away. Because a lot of times people keep saying, I'm going to Yahuwah for myself. I'm going to Yahuwah. He working on me. And you ain't receiving nothing from his messengers. You understand what I'm saying? From his true messengers. Mm-hmm. I ain't just saying it because you said it. I'm just saying because I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of people saying this, and the reason why I'm saying it really because this person told me this a couple weeks ago, and they don't want to hear nothing from Yahuwah's true minister. So you got to be careful even when you're around people who saying I'm going to the Father for myself. I'm working on me. No, you ain't. You just don't want to hear the truth. Mm-hmm. This walk, we cannot be the same. We cannot be the same. We cannot walk this walk the same way. We gotta we gotta die daily. Every day, some got to fall off.
It has to fall off.
If it ain't falling off, we just spinning wheels. We in a vehicle. You know, when a vehicle gets stuck, a lot of times that vehicle is moving. Them back tires just sitting there spinning, and you know what it's doing? It's digging deeper and deeper in that hole.
Deeper and deeper.
I got some ruts in my yard where I had got stuck. If I would have just stopped and got some help or got some planks or something to get pulled up out of there, them ruts won't be so deep. And that's what we doing now.
Now y'all hear what DW is saying. Let me share something in what he is saying to confirm him, because he said something about the true teachers, the true ministers, right? Let me tell you something. Let me show you another reason why 2/3 of us ain't gonna make it, because we are prone to false teachers. What makes us prone to false teachers? Because we ain't trying to get that new nature, and our nature, and you can't discern the real ones, right? Our nature is already fallen, and them teachers that is teaching false, we're automatically drawn to them, because they fallen and we're fallen. So evil draws evil. You know, evil can't draw good. Our flesh love to hear. But now, because you are unconverted, and not walking in the way that Yahuwah wants you to walk, your flesh is still like what he's saying. If a true one come along, you don't want nothing to do with him. Your flesh is rejecting it without it telling you your mind is rejecting it. Your mind don't even know this, but your flesh, because it's very much alive. Are y'all hearing me what I'm saying here? And a lot of these teachers, they are real, but you ain't even trying to hear them. You ain't even giving them a chance. You want these revelation given. You want these revelation givers. And it ain't nothing but lies. It ain't nothing but something that's been pumped out of their own bellies, and you are after that. Because they're still falling, you're still falling, and they're trying to get up higher. But when Yahuwah actually bring light in a leader, you can't come into that light. So you reject it, huh? Hurts. Why? Because I love Babylon. Yahuwah forbids. How bad do you think it will hurt you if y'all lose Anaya? Hurt bad, won't it? Won't Elsa? Won't hurt bad, won't it? That's how close, just like they're close to their child. That's how close a lot of us to Babylon. To lose it, oh, we are hurt. I'm trying to give you an analogy here that you can deal with.
I don't know. I told somebody this or what. I know I said it, but we are so comfortable in Babylon that it looks like truth because we're comfortable in it. We got to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We got to get uncomfortable because being comfortable, we let a lot of stuff slide when you're comfortable.
I'm trying to cover some bases here. And there are us also that agree with that true teacher, but you also agree with that false one. You also agree. You're trying to eat from two tables. One table is of Yahuwah and the other table is of Hashatan. And you're trying to eat from it. Keep watch on me, Dom. And you're trying to eat from it. Are y'all following me? I'm telling you exactly where we are. I'm trying to do preventive maintenance today. You can't agree with me and then go and agree with this joker that is saying that there ain't no Messiah. You can't agree with me. You got people teaching that ain't no such thing as no Yahusha. When there's scriptures that's saying that Yahuwah have had his being, meaning son, hid. And you agreeing with me and them too? No. We see you. You got to make your ruach up, because if you say, oh, I believe you, Donnell, or I don't believe you, Donnell, I'm still going to remain neutral. By you telling me you believe you ain't going to make me feel good, and yeah, come on, I don't operate like that. I don't operate like that. If you say I believe you, okay, good. If you say I don't believe you, okay, good. I don't operate like that. True teachers don't operate like that. Our aim and goal is only to please Yahuwah, not you. Not you. Disagree with me. You just disagreed. Come on. My points, I shouldn't call it points, but just for you to understand it, my points in terms of my reward don't come from you. You remember? Yahuah didn't have not one convert in 45 years or something like that of his ministry. He didn't have not one convert, Sister Lily, but he got his reward. He's going to get his reward. Why? The converts don't make up your reward that you're getting. Not make it up, but you don't get a reward from Yahuah by converting people. You get a reward from Yahuah by saying what Yahuah done told you. You've been faithful in that. That's where your reward comes from, obeying Yahuah. So why keep trying to please people? Your reward don't come. You don't get a reward because you converted them or whatever. When are the teachers, Deborah's going to understand that, Rob? When are they going to understand that? If you're obedient to Yahuah and don't get not one convert, one follower, Yahuah got a reward for you because you said exactly what he told you. We need to remember that. We need to understand that. Come on, please understand that. We have to understand that. But you can't eat from two tables. You cannot eat from two tables. Now, that which is true or true servant of Yahuah, are you going to have everything right, every jot, every tittle? No. Why? Because you're still human. And that doesn't make you a false prophet. All false prophets will prophesy false. All false prophets will prophesy false. You hear me? But there could be a true prophet, and he or she might miss it here or there. I was standing right beside a prophet, and she was prophesying this to a particular person. She was prophesying this, and that thing was true to the T. How you know it was true? Because it came to pass. But it didn't come to pass in the one that she was prophesying to. It came to pass in his brother that was standing beside him. So she had it off, but she had it on. Are y'all following me? Yeah, you see it, don't you? She was receiving what Yahuah was giving to her, but it was the wrong person that she was talking to. It was his brothers that were standing right beside him. You remember back? It came to pass in. Sure did. So we can make mistakes, but you need to be able to discern us, or Yasharal. You need to be able to discern us, to discern us. Now look, let me go to these chapters here, and I'm going to take up the same thing in the live in the morning. Now I want to read to you a second address, and I'm going to come from chapter 9, and it's dealing with, a wave compared to a drop. But I'm going to start from verse 1 in chapter 9. I'm going to start from verse 1, and I'm going to get down to it. Is that all right? It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Now this stuff 4,000-5,000 years ago. This prophecy's here. And a lot of the stuff we ain't seen come to pass yet, but I'm telling you it's coming. But while it's waiting to come, stay on track. Don't be out here following every social media teacher, because all these folk ain't been called. All these folk ain't been called. And we're following everything, especially if it sound big and sound magnificent, like the 3 days of darkness. You go and you read it yourself, and these people trying to tell you how to prepare and what to do and how to have your plants, and you make sure you got enough tissue paper and all that kind of crap and this here and that. I'm telling you, this is what they're teaching. Yeah, lock your windows and have your water stirred up. Listen, 3 days of darkness didn't affect Yasharal. I don't even know if Yasharal know that it was dark in Egypt, but it wasn't dark where they were. I don't even know they even knew it. That's just how much it didn't affect them. Are y'all following me? These people talking about have your pets in this place, make sure your pets got food and all this kind of stuff. Yasharal despised the damn dog. They ain't even had no dog for no pet, and now we got them licking up in our face. This is just how much we'll become like Babylon. Yasharal despised, a dog was despised in Yasharal, a dog. I know y'all got y'all little old poodles and stuff now because you act like and want to be like them. You don't like being told that, do you? It's my dog and my house dog and this and that. You want to be like, even that shows that we are like Babylon. A dog, it was despised among us, Sister Lily. But now we got them sleeping in our beds. Who do that? Come on, that's it. See, now you messing. Why? Because I'm up in your house. You don't want me to be up in your house with no truth, do you? Come on. And I know you want to be proper and want to be accepted in Babylon, so you walk around with them and you buy your little dog clothes and put them on like they are a baby. This is what we do now. Because we want to appear with the upper echelon. We want to appear like we see our white neighbor. These people will put you in jail for killing a dog before they would by you killing a black man. Yeah. Is anybody hearing me in here? Please. This is what they'll do. And now we're acting the same way about a dog. Oh, I got a dog. Now acting this way about a dog. A dog. No, it's a dog. But let me keep reading here. Let me keep reading. Verse 3, right? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Hear all this kind of stuff now, because this is where the New Testament still pulls some things from. This is the reason why you shouldn't get rid of it, because the New Testament, they even teaching in. You remember when I first came and told you guys about the New Testament, right? They are just letters from the writers and stuff that time. You can't throw it away, but they are letters. Even Luke tell you about it. Even Luke tell you about it. He took this on himself to write from what he had heard. So the writing didn't come from Yahuah. The New Testament didn't come from Yahuah, but the writers the writers and stuff that was with him, they pulled from Yahuah to now. So you don't throw it away. It's just our people were so out of bound then, so they was quoting it to not to bring them back in bound. They just wrote in this so-called New Testament. But y'all following folk that said, throw away this book, get rid of it. Now, it still contained the Tanakh. Now, the Greek put a little twist on it to try to bring some deception to you, but they also did it in the Old Testament. This is why the prophet said, love Yahuah. Yahuah said, love me. Love me, because there's a lot of lies in both of them that they done twisted and turned around. So love me. I'm going to tell you everything. When I bring you out in the wilderness, I'm going to tell you everything. And you know what my belief is? I know you believe this, that one believe this, that one believe this, but my belief is that all of us ain't even going to make it in the wilderness. Not all of us. You know why I say that? Because if the Tanakh says this right here, now we know there's some other lies in there, right? But if the Tanakh says this here about the truth, in this section here, there's the truth. In this section here, there's a lie. But in this section here, there's the truth. We won't even obey that truth. So Yahuah already know what he's dealing with here concerning your heart. And of course, it's hard to obey, especially the feast days, in a land that don't even accept the feast days. Contamination, yeah. We simply obey what you can. Let me get off of that. Obey what you can. He knows where we are. It says in verse 5, it says in verse 4, it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. He spoke of this. He spoke of these things that I'm about to tell you that's going to be happening. It says, verse 5 says, For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So we're up on it. It's manifesting. It says, so even so the times also of the highest have planned beginnings in wonder and powerful works, the ending in effects and signs. Everything was planned by him. Everything. Why? Because he knows everything. So don't you know he know who the 2/3 is? Like I was saying earlier, don't you know that he know these are some wicked Yashruelites, some evil Yashruelites that ain't going to obey him? He knew it all in the beginning because he all knowing, he's all seeing. So why bring a lot of them in the wilderness to correct them when he know that they are beyond correcting? They're beyond correcting. Now those that are, well, I want to follow you, Yahuwah, but I don't know because this is out here, that is out here, and this is that, and you get all these and stuff because it's the false teachers that bring confusion, not the real ones. You know what I mean? Now I can see him bringing all of them and telling them the truth, and then letting them choose because there's still a little rebellion in them. We can say for nothing. Yahuwah says, "Do not spare the rod." He says, "Beat them." Are you hearing me? But white society say, no, you can't beat them. That's not right. And so you got to send them to the corner or put them on some Ritalin or whatever. And just, you can't. It's wrong to hit them. You understand me what I'm saying? And then you come bringing them to me. Oh, can you pray for my child? Because they're just bad. That ain't the remedy that he gave for a wayward child. Pray for him. That ain't the remedy. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but that's the truth. And you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Yahuwah told us what to do with a wayward child. And when they get too wayward, well, of course, we ain't in our land to do that. But shoot, if we was in our land to do that, I don't even know if I have any posterity. You hear me what I'm saying? Because he said, bring them out to the elders, bring them out to the congregation, and let them stone them. That's what he did. But we can't handle no truth of Yahuwah. We think we know him, but we don't. We think that he's just, this loving, soft God that you can just get over on, that you can just manipulate. You can just manipulate. Make him do what you want him to do. Or you can just cry those tears and just pop your eyes out in them big eyes, and he's so enamored with them, and he will just, okay, just let them go on. I'll let them live this time. That ain't that kind of allure that Christianity didn't talk to you. You can't handle the truth. You cannot handle the truth. We want to make him out to be something good. But you know what? He is good, but not your kind of good. He's good that he's just. He's good that he's fair. He's good that he brings judgment. He judges. He judges well. That's how he's good. But his goodness is not the same definition of our goodness. Okay, it was good that usually for me and Rob, it was good for Rob to go out and preach to them hundreds of thousands of people out there. It was good. That boy did a good work, right? Yahuwah said, I only called him to go to them 50. But he chose to make a bigger platform for himself. So is that the same good that Yahuwah called for, even though that was a good that Rob and everybody shouting and praising Rob. Oh, he reached so many. He fed so many. He fed the 5,000 because he tried to be like a marshal. But he didn't call. Yahuwah called a marshal to do that. He ain't called Rob to do it. But Rob, we'll still praise him for it and push him up there, promoting him. Rob promotion came from men, not from Yahusha. But we don't look at it like that. We just look at he did a good work, a good work. Yahusha said, I didn't call him to do that. So he will suffer loss. Yeah. 1 Corinthians, I think 9 or somewhere in the chapter tells us that 8 or something, he will suffer loss because his work did not stand and the fire was up on him. Why? Because it's not what Yahuwah told him. Do we think like that, people of Yahuwah? Do we think like that? We run around here and make these names for ourselves and appear great and make all these videos and make all these lives and we're preaching and we think we're doing good. Yahuwah told you, I told you to just stand right there. But no, you were you had so much ambition. And I'm watching the masses and how they making it and how they're doing and people praising them and the lights of the camera and the action. So I want some of that too. But Yahuwah told you to just stay in that corner and pray. Stay in that corner and just tafallah. Just palah all the time. That's your task that I've given you in life. But we can't do it, Sister Lily. But we go out and do what Sister Lily called to do and this here and that. And they'll say, I've done good, Master. Master, no, you haven't. You didn't obey me. We don't think about stuff like this. We don't think about stuff like this when we are walking according to how we want to walk, doing according to how we want to do it, and stamping Yahuwah's name on it. We stamp his name on it. We are called to obedience, Bob. We are called to obedience, y'all. To obedience. But we want to sacrifice some stuff. He said, oh, your obedience is better than sacrifice. We want to sacrifice some stuff to him. Sacrifice. And the only thing that he's telling you to sacrifice is you. Is you. Deny yourself. Verse 7 says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape his works, or by his works, and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils. What said perils? What been mentioned up in the above scriptures that I read. That shall be saved from the sad perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and wherein my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Yahuwah already chose who he already know. I sanctified them from the beginning, the one that's going to come into my land. Because he knew the hearts that was going to be born into this world. We mixed all up with Edom and all the other kind of nations because we disobeyed him, and I just got to have that one. I know she ain't of Yasharal, but I like her. You come on. Now, if you want to look at this here thing, he did say he was going to cleanse our blood because everything is in Yasharal now. Contamination, Sister Lily, everything is in Yasharal. He did say he's going to clean our blood, but he talking about them that didn't have anything to do with marrying these other nations, particularly Edom. They took us, they took y'all, they raped y'all. They came in there and got you out of your husband's bed and did it to you. And he better not get up and say nothing, though he gonna lose his life. Hey, I don't come down on women like y'all think. I still admire y'all for things that you had to do to protect us. Because there's things that our foremothers had to do to protect us, the man. Though it wouldn't have been no more Yasharal. They'd have slayed all of us if our foremothers hadn't did some of the stuff that they did. But now we're rising back up. Give it to us. We're rising back up now. We was the whole aim, the whole target. Why you think they kill? Why you think they when they go out hunting, deer and moose and ox and all that, they look for the ones that have the antlers They look for the male. They don't want to kill the female. Even though they will, because there's a season for killing them females too, but the biggest season is for killing the males, them bulls. You got me what I'm saying? Because that female can still produce, keep life going. And particularly now their life. They getting our melanin and everything now. So they don't slay y'all like they did us, even though they did y'all real, really bad now. But the whole aim was to kill that male. Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way. In a lot of cases, they use the biggest of us. See, Rob is a little bit bigger than me, a little bit stouter than me and everything. Rob would have been used for breeding. I ain't even finna get off the player now. They wouldn't use me for that. I'm too puny. I ain't as strong. None of that. But them old big bucks, they use for breeding and making other and they own them too. I shared this on one of the, I'm going to show you another reason why the 2/3 of us ain't going to make it. I'm going to get back to these scriptures because we are simply hard-headed. We don't want to listen. We ain't going to take no correction or nothing, right? Okay, I'm in Africa. I had a 9-hour layover in Johannesburg, and I'm talking to this young girl came up, Sister Deborah. I think she was about 21 years old, highly educated. You got me? And I started talking to her about who we are, this, here, and that. She was from America, from Texas. So, if you're in places like that and you meet someone that's from America and you're a so-called American, so you tend to talk. You know what I mean? And I'm sharing with her what's up and all this kind of stuff and, about, who we really are. Well, I don't really go for a religion. I just tried a lot of them and this and that. And I said, but I'm telling you who you are. I'm telling you who you really are. And I told her what you actually are then is an idolater. Okay? What came next? That young person, that young American attitude with your highly educated self. That young American female attitude came next because I told her she was an idolater. We can't take the truth. Now, you just said you done been around and experienced all these gods, false gods. Let me tell you this here. Well, now you assuming that and doing this. I say, I ain't assuming nothing. You got a damn Buddha necklace around your neck. I'm speaking to you facts, young woman. Facts, young woman. Already getting offended, and you got on the evidence that you're guilty. And you already told me, and you don't like the fact that I'm calling it out. Really? Okay, that happened in the airport, right? Now I get on the airplane, flying from Chicago to Memphis, and I'm sitting beside this Edomite woman. She was about 70 years old. You got me? And she already started, talking and being friendly and this, here, and that. And I just simply told her, I know y'all don't believe me. I just simply looked over to her. You ain't like them, are you? And she said, them who? I said, other white folk. I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling you just how it is. I said, you ain't like them, are you? Like them who? Other white folk. She said, what you mean, prejudice? I said, yeah. And she said, no, my parents didn't teach me that way. They didn't teach us that way. And I said, oh, really? But I wouldn't believe in it because they say that. You know what I mean? But the way she continued to talk and carry herself, I kind of like began to believe it because she said, even before my father died, she said about 10, 15 years, I think, before he died, he began to set up things with his salary for black people because they just wasn't taught that way, right? And I said, now, the whole world is a lie. And she said, what you mean? What do you mean? I said, the whole world is a lie. I said, you believe that the Jews are Yahuwah's chosen people. And I said Yahuwah on purpose. Y'all say God, but his name is Yahuwah. I said, but y'all believe that. Y'all believe that they are Yahuwah's people. I said, but you won't look at the fruit. These people kill and slaughter everywhere they go. And they over there in Lebanon talking about making a greater Israel. And over there killing the Lebanese people, which, hey, judgment coming to them anyway. But killing the Lebanese people finna get half of their land, just like they stole all the other land that they went to. I said, but y'all don't look at the fruit. Now, does that depict anyone that is Yahuwah's people, per se? And she said, well, I guess not. We just never looked at it that way. We just believed what we was told. You know what I mean? I said, because you never looked at anything. I said, you want to know who is Yahuwah's people? And she said, who? I said, go and read Deuteronomy 28. And she said, what? And she wrote it down. She said, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this. And I said, it only fit one nation of people. You got, what, maybe 197, 200 nations in the world. But this particular chapter only fits one nation of them 200 nations. Yeah, and that's the 12 tribes. I said, they are black people. They are me. You speaking with one, a Yahshua-like. And she said, I'm really going to look into it. Now, here this young, smart Yehudi woman, and here this Edomite, open-minded. She even said, I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded. Here this white woman, open-minded, want to learn it, want listening, but here this smart Yehudi woman, you judging me? This is why 2/3 of us ain't going to make it. Say, what's your? Foolishness. And then you get mad at me for calling you out. But here this one that you're talking about, and these white people ain't going to make it, this ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it, even though the book is for you, even though the writings are about you, even though the land is waiting for you. It ain't waiting for them, but they're open-minded. And you are rejecting it. Now, Yahshua, shut your mouth when you come toward my way. When you come toward my way, you know. And this you're going to get offended because I'm calling her out first of what she done said. I've dabbed and worship all of them from everywhere. And then you're going to get mad when I call you an idolater? You so educated, you must not knew what that meant. Come on. Book sense, but no common sense. No. And they ain't going to get upset, get offended. And I had to, what you upset? You got a damn Buddha dog around your neck. So you must still be worshiping him. That's what your allegiance to. And you're going to get upset with me for calling you out. Come on now. You got more sense than that. Like you ought to have it. You ought to have more sense than that. I don't know if you do or not, but you ought to have more sense than that. But you see how we are. I said that to show you how we are. My belt is broken up here. My belt is broken. I'm on TV? Yeah, I'm on TV. Yeah, that lets you know how much pride I got. If my belt is broke, my belt is broke. I got to fix it or my pants gonna come down. Now, do y'all think that I care about y'all, what y'all think about me up here on camera fixing my belt? I don't. I got to fix my belt. So Linda, you great. So Linda just be cutting up. So I got to fix my belt. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true, girl. But are y'all really following me though? Please follow me in what I'm saying. We have too much pride. We have just too much pride. We don't want to be called out on nothing. We want to appear that we're righteous when we're not. I got to fix that when I get home. Are y'all following me? Please follow me in what I'm saying. Father, you got to help us, help our people. I'm trying to show you that a lot of us are just not going to make it. A lot of us are just not going to make it. You get me? All right, let me just keep reading right here. I'm going to show you what Yahuwah is talking about here, what he's dealing with here. Well, I'm at verse 9. I'm going to read verse 9. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. He's talking about Yasharal. He's talking about Yasharal. See, Esdras was really concerned about his people. And Yahuwah pretty much had to rebuke him. He was concerned about the unrighteous. because we was going out of the way. And he was concerned about us and what Yahuwah said he's going to do to us. And I'll get to that part in a minute. Verse 10 says this, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Are y'all hearing this? We're living it up. But we ain't known him. We allow what we have to give us identity. That's who we are, huh? I stay on 4th Avenue, the third block in the biggest house on that corner. We allow that kind of stuff. We got a little bit of money and this here and that, and we just love to go and jet set and this because I made. You better set your tail down somewhere and get in Yahuwah's face. I'm telling you that right now. Yahuwah telling us you have received benefits. But if you go back up to verse 9, it says, and they that have cast them away despitefully, talking about his Torah, shall dwell in torments. I don't care if you got $10 million, because some of us ain't got but $10,000, and we got an attitude of someone that got $10 million. I know Yasharal. That's the reason I'm able to say what I'm saying. I'm just like Shaul was. I know how to abound, and I know how to be abased. I done had it, and I have not had it. I've had it, and I have not had it, but I conducted myself in the same manner if I didn't have a dime. And those that who know me, tell me I'm lying. Those that know me, tell me I'm lying. And I learned something. And this is for these young leaders out here, these young teachers. I learned something, Donald, yesterday. I didn't learn it, but you conducted yourself. Let this be a scenario to you. All right, when we were fixing to leave, go on our little family vacation, I told Donald and Allison got it up. And thank Yahuwah for what they did, for the rest of the family, for the old folk, too. You got me? I thank Yahuwah for that, for my son and my daughter giving me this and that. And I told Donald before, because they had to meet at my house when we leave out. I said, Donald, you lead. You lead. You got me? And so Donald led, and then we got up the road a long piece. And I told Bob, I said, call Donald and tell him, Daddy ain't as young as he used to be. He taking me too fast. It's traffic. You got me what I'm saying? He's taking me too fast. Now, a few years ago, shoot, he wouldn't be able to keep up with me. But I'm getting old, Sharon. And I said, he's taking me too fast now. You know, I can't maneuver around these corners and traffic and all this like I used to do. You got me? Okay, so he slowed down, and he led the old folk on, you know, which I appreciated. He led the old folk on because I was nervous. I ain't never been no nervous in no traffic like that. Man, I would go. If it'll do 100, I would do it. And you had to tell me to slow up. But no, my son younger, I'm older, telling me he's taking Dad too fast now because I'm trailing, right? But now on the way back, you know, we left my house, so we went the way that was better for him and for all of us. But on the way coming back, his house is the first one that we had to stop at. You know, his house was the first one. And so I told Donald, I said, let me go this way because let me go this way because we got to stop at your house first. So, because if we had went the way that we left, then I've been passing my house. Now, Dad's too tired to be passing his house and then stopping. Then got to go to your house. No, let's go this way. And so, you know what that spoke to me, Rob? That spoke to me. You let these young folk get out here and get it when they know the way. You know what I'm saying? But on the way coming back, at some point you have to yield to the elder. You know what I mean? And that's what he did. So we come back the next, another way so that we can end up at their house first. You got me? Because that's the way we was coming back. And that just shows something that the young folk, you just can't just go and never listen to the elders no more. And so he listened, and we got back right, and this here and that, and I didn't have to pass my house, and I'm already tired, and I'm looking past my house going to their house. Because I had to have some of their stuff too, you know, carrying, and I'm passing my house. Shoot, I'm tired. I want to stop at home. You had thought it? See, that's smart. I missed it. Okay. I didn't know it, but still, you followed the elder. That's my point. Some of us don't know how to follow the elders no more because we know everything. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Ain't that right? I just want to hear you say it. Can't even say it, Sherry. You see? We don't want to follow the elders sometimes. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, y'all? Don't want to follow the elders sometimes, right? Because y'all think y'all know it all. But I'm telling you, you're going to suffer torments if you don't follow. Ain't that right? Oh, you ain't that busy with her toes in hand. Yeah. Ain't that right? Don't want to follow the elders sometimes, right? Yeah. But you're going to suffer torment. But those torments is going to be forever. Won't be able to come out of them torments like that. You hear me? Now I'm walking like some of you youngsters. Walking like this right here. Because you won't wear no belts. You're walking like this. But it's seriously though, y'all got to listen to us. And let me go on down to where I really want to get to. Let me go on down. Verse 10, verse 11. Verse 11, this is what it says. And they that have loathed my Torah, have disregarded it, hate my Torah, don't like my Torah, don't obey my Torah. Listen what Yahuwah says. And they that have loathed my Torah, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not and despised it. When you had an opportunity to obey it, when you had liberty to repent of it, look what Yahuwah says in verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. The Torah is still going to speak to you after you are in eternal punishment now. The Torah is still going to speak. What are they going to speak speaking? I told you. I told you so. That's what the Torah is going to be speaking to you. I told you. Because the Torah speaks of us living in eternal judgment, eternal damnation that was wrote in the Torah if you didn't obey Yahuwah. So the Torah is still going to be speaking. I told you so. I told you so. Every time you feel a pain, which is going to be constant, anyway, I told you so. That's all going to ring out to you what was wrote in that Torah. I told you. I told you so. Right? All right, verse 13 says, and therefore, be thou not curious. This is what he's telling Esdras too. He says, and therefore, be thou not curious how the wicked shall be punished. Don't even concern yourself how they're going to be punished, because they're going to be punished. Don't even be studying about them. Oh, see, yeah, they ain't got no love for nobody. Oh, yeah, Yahuwah must don't have it either. Because this is what he's telling Esdras. Don't even, and therefore be not curious how the wicked shall be punished. And when. He said, don't even care about how they're going to be punished or when they're going to be punished. He says, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. It's created for the righteous. And if you're walking in unrighteousness, if you're doing what you want to do, if you're acting the way you want to act, if you're dressing the way you want to dress, and all, you know how y'all dress today, and all this kind of stuff, all that is nothing but fornication. That's the root of fornication and how a woman dressed. See, the so-called Testament, New Testament, by these white Greek people, and told you fornication is when two single people is having sex with two single people. Okay, you ask me if you're single and your boyfriend is single, the minute y'all lay down, you his wife. Ain't no fornication coming from there. You his wife. That's just all to it. Y'all feel me? And then you see, you think that, okay, well, Jim ain't doing right and this and that, so I'm going to quit him and get me another boyfriend. Now you get you another boyfriend, you lay with him, now you're an adulteress now. Because you ain't divorced, you ain't put a writing of divorcement in Jim's hand. See how y'all messed up and confused? Y'all messed up and confused, and the reason why you messed up and confused, because you won't hear the true teachers. And they still, and the ones that call themselves true teachers, they still teach like Greek. They still teaching like Babylon. Why you think Yahuwah says you put a writing of divorcement in their hand? Because ain't no judge, ain't no lawyer, ain't no preacher supposed to be involved in your wedding no way. The wedding bed is undefiled. Ain't nobody else he ain't got no business to marry you. The government issuing you a license. The government give you permission now to divorce. And when Yahuwah has said what Yahuwah done put together, let no man come between it. Let no man put us under. But we still teaching like Greek culture, Greek society. And I know some of these old Israelites, well, you can't have that. You can't. Shut up. I tell you to shut up. I know you're big and bad. You know, most of them got them big old muscles, and mine might not be big as they are, but I got something that'll stop you. If you don't like what I'm saying and you think you're going to get your attitude big enough to come and do something about it, I'm shielded. Anyway, because I speak the truth. People don't even like when I talk about that, Rob. Tough. Why even say that kind of stuff? That's tough. I know I'm shielded because I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking the truth. And until Yahuwah changes me, I'm going to continue to speak it. I'm going to continue. I ain't got no attitude with it. I'm just speaking facts. I got an attitude. You know I got an attitude is when you come and try to talk to me and correct me, and then I won't even allow that. Then you got an attitude, and then you're a dictator too, like so many of these other teachers are. And their followers are actually afraid of them. Now, you got a joker come on this thing talking like one. I seen one talking last week in the comments and talking about the Shabbat and all this kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, you'll face a little wrath on my part, but sometimes I even ignore you on that. I will even ignore you on that. Are y'all hearing me? Okay, let me just go on. Like I said, some of this I'm going to deal with tomorrow. I'm going to deal with tomorrow. In verse 14, because I read verse 13, right? Okay, verse 14 says, Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter. That there may be many of them which perish. Are y'all hearing that? There will be many of them that perish, then of them which shall be saved. Do you got it? It's a 2/3 shaping up. From what Yahuwah said, this is what Esdras, he's kind of like putting it in layman terms to us. But what the hell we care that this is even said? We're too far gone, many of us, if truth be told. It's too many of us. Have truth been so long? Have we been so long without the truth that we don't even care anymore? We don't even care anymore. And especially our people that is wrapped up in Islam and in Christianity, they don't care about crap about what I'm saying right now. But I can't say that to be all, because seeds still might be being planted. And maybe they're just trying to hold on as long as they can. I don't know, like JC owed them something. Owed them something. But look at verse 16. Well, let me read verse 15 again, then we'll go. It says, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish, than of them which shall be saved. Then verse 16 says, like as a wave is greater than a drop. Do I need to translate that? Like as a wave is greater than a drop. You ever seen them guys coming in and surfing on big tidal waves, big white waves and stuff? Even a tidal wave that is coming to flood, that's been created by a tsunami that is coming to flood a city or a town or something. That's a wave, right? Okay, Yahuwah says that's how many are going to be lost compared to one raindrop. One raindrop is going to be saved among my people, while a tidal wave are going to be lost. Do you believe it now? But many of us got such a big attitude, a big way, we don't give a crap what's being said right here. We even believe that it's going to come to pass. It's just like, I'll take my chances. It's just like what we're saying. I'll take my chances. Come on, y'all. Y'all hear me what I'm saying? I'll take my chances. But that's what it's saying. And verse 17 says, and he answered me saying, like as a field is, so I don't have to read that. All right, now look, let's go to Zechariah 13. Let's go to Zechariah 13. Now you keep 15, you keep Zechariah 9 and 16 in your mind, right? Now let's go to Zechariah. Oh, Zechariah 13. This is what I'll be talking about the 2/3. Now let's go to verse 8. Let's go to verse 8. And this is what it says. And it shall come to pass that in all the land of Yahuwah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein. This is what I just got through reading to you. 2/3 compared to a 1/3, that's twice as much as a 1/3. But a tidal, a wave of water compared to a drop of water, shoot. I think y'all got the picture. Do y'all got the picture? That's how many of us is going to be lost. And if you knew the fruit of the Ruach, and by the way, it ain't 9. It's about 21, I think. It's about 21 fruit of the Ruach. Galatians, the Greek, only put 9 in there. But what's the book and chapter? If anybody know it, put it in the comments. That it actually speak of the real fruit. I think it's in Esdras. It's in Esdras. I have to go back and find it. Might find it and have it on there for tomorrow or whatever. But the fruit of the Ruach, you know what the very first one is? You know, in Galatians, the very first one is what? Love. Then the next one is joy. And the next one, peace. But you know what the very first one is? Love Yahuwah with all your heart, mind, and soul. That's a fruit. So if you see people acting differently than what that says, that means that the fruit of loving Yahuwah is not there. This is how you discern the Ruachs, Deborah. This is how you discern spirits. This is how you discern righteous from unrighteous, no matter what comes out of people's mouth. Because this could come out of their mouth, but their behavior could be something totally different. How they behave, that's their fruit. And even though they act in righteous, Mary, in a behavior, you have to watch them long enough then to see can that be sustained. Because how a person really is, Deborah, that's what's going to eventually comes out. That's what's going to be eventually comes out. Now I ask you to ask yourself about this question, even concerning me. What have you seen for 30-some years here? What you see now? What you see now? Are you following me? It's sustained. Might be got a little harder. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that. But I'm trying to lead our people away from false teachings, because it's already in you to follow unrighteousness. It's already in all of us to follow unrighteousness. It's in all of us. You got me? And it's already in all of us because of the fall to dismiss righteousness. Think about that. Some of us don't have any business whatsoever following who we're following. So check yourself and then check them. You can't size them up against you. Neither can you size them up against you, against them. You're going to have to size yourself up by the Ruach to see whether you're walking according to righteousness or not. Now, I might need to stop it off right here, and I'll pick up where I pick up in the morning for all of those that want to join that broadcast or tune into it. And because I want to talk a little bit more about this 2/3 of us that ain't going to make it. It's going to be, I get a little country with it, it's going to be a whole heap of us just simply ain't going to make it in. You ain't got a chance in hell of making it in because of how we are right now today. We better change and stop getting upset, stop getting offended in the truth. But before you can even do that, you're going to have to get in a place with Yahuwah to discern what the truth actually is. Are y'all following me? You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that, followers. Okay, now, the only reason I'm finna tell you to like and share this right here, not to put no money in my pocket, so more of our people can hear it and they could help to prevent them from following wrong people, because you got a lot of them out there on social. And you cannot continue to eat from all these different tables. You cannot continue to eat from all these different tables. I want to thank those that has continued to support the work in Nigeria. We still have it going on. If anybody else want to come on and just help keep this work going in Nigeria, your tithe and your offering, if you are getting fed by it, is welcome here. I ain't going to tell you, okay, send in me this and send them no. Yahshua was ordered to pay tithe and offerings. That's what Yahshua was ordered to pay. And Yahuwah told us what that was, right? How much that was. Yeah, but we were supposed to be bringing out fruits and first fruits and this and that. You got a field? I'm asking you that right now. Do you got a field where you plant stuff? Because we don't want to get no money. I'm just telling you that. Are we an agricultural nation now? Rob, you got a tomato field? Bring me 10% of it. You got a soybean field? You got a watermelon field? Now, I sure enough may take 10% of the watermelon. But do we have that today? Quit fooling ourselves and keep ourselves in disobedience. No, you got some jobs today. You hear me what I'm saying? Well, we ain't know, he told us to do that when we was an agricultural nation and we bring the first fruit in of our fields and our lambs and our bulls and that. You a cattle farmer? Are you a cattle farmer? I just want to know that, Yahshua. Huh? Do you raise sheep? Bring me some lamb. Well, we'll say anything to keep from paying some stuff. That's what I'm saying. Are we that today? You ain't that today? No, man. Today is modern. Modern. You know? Well, if Yahuwah tell you to quit your job, quit your job. You got a good living job. And you quit your job. You got a family of 10. But you quit your job, and I'm going to order Rob to leave a corner in his field of soybeans for you. That's what Yahuwah told them farmers back then to do for the poor. So you quit your job and leave a corner section in that field for Rob and his family. Think you can do that? Oh, you make about $100,000 a year. But you think you're going to do that? Plant your field and leave Rob a corner there. Get away from me with that crap, what y'all be talking about. You do that, and you are not that today. So stop playing with me. Stop playing. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. And you know you're not that today. You know you're not that today. Shalom.